Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sports Static, the sports show for the fans. The sports show for the fans. This is your show. Throw me the ball, somebody. Oh, look. This place is like a zoo. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Don't get mad if I show you one finger. How about we bring another bird into the house? Oh, hey, look. It's another birdie in the house. Oh, my goodness. The guitar in the background, ready to rock. I see you, Scott. I see you. Let's get this week 2 going here. Guitar, please. All right, guys. I always tell you. What do I always tell you? We don't know what the hell's going on until we get through into week 5. And I appreciate your enthusiasm if you think you do. Look at this right here. Season 5, still alive. And that should be the, you know what, we need a banner right there. Season 5, still alive. Yes, we are. Season 5, still alive. We need t-shirts. We're going to rip through this. Rip through it, okay? First and foremost, let me go ahead and announce the games we're going to see today. And, of course, I'll announce the Monday Night Football. But to do that, I need a little bit of funk music up in the house. Yeah! What? Today's games, you got the Dolphins at the Rams. That's going to be a good game, guys. That's going to be a good game. You've got the Jets at the Browns. You've got the Commandos. The Commanders. How do I always mess that up? Guys in Washington going commando for the game, I said. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Oh, yeah, that's what this music's all about. You're right. The bow, chicka, wow, wow. Guys, remember what I tell you about this show, okay? Remember what I tell you about this show. This is your show, all right? So bring it. Run the show. Produce it from your place. Your content matters, okay? It has been this way from the very beginning here at Sports Static. You guys know it. Falcons play the Rams, not the Dolphins. Ravens. Dolphins at the Ravens. Thank you, Scott. Dolphins at the Ravens. The Commandos are at the Motor City in Detroit. The Colts are at the Jags. The Bucks are at the Saints. Panthers at the Giants. Patriots at the Steelers. Falcons at the Rams. Seahawks at the 49ers. Bengals at the Cowboys. The Texans are at the Broncos. Cardinals at the Raiders. Bears at the Packers. Interesting game to see where this division stands. Okay? Is Aaron Rodgers going to be kicking rocks today? Bears are at the Packers. The Titans are at the Bills. And to finish it all off, the Vikings are at the Eagles. All right. Now that we got that, let's get into some of this. All right, let's seriously get into some of this. For me to truly get into this in the style and fashion that I want, I would really like to have some little different style of music. And lately, I've been picking to have my country style stuff going on. So let's. Yeehaw! Look, that's a bandwagon, by the way. That's for all you, as the season goes on, those tarps come right off of the wagon. You can already see there's people in the back early season. This is the bandwagon. This is made for you to go ahead and jump on the bandwagon once your team really starts sucking squirrel nuts, okay? When your team starts sucking squirrel nuts, don't worry. There's another team that you can just go right ahead and jump on, okay? You jump on another team. Don't worry. Don't get frustrated. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to look deep into my crystal ball. And as I gaze deep into my crystal ball, watch your mouth. I'm not talking about that, I said. What do I see? I see week 2 looking like week 1. We think we know what's going on. We have no clue yet because we don't know who they are. They're not who we thought they were. They're not. And they haven't shown us who they are. They're not the guy they wake up in the morning looking in the mirror at. Because this is a team sport. And we don't know how they're being coached, managed, front office, back office, the guy washing your jersey, I said. Too early in the season. Too early in the season. All right. With that being said, guys, bring it back to me and my yeehaw. All right. Now we can move along. All right. What do we got here? Go Steelers from Ian Man. Nice. Where is he? Okay. Scott says, I never give up on my Rams. No, you shouldn't. You can still make practical analysis on your team without giving up on them. So there's a difference. I can be a diehard fan of a team, but doesn't mean I'll pick them every week to win, because I've got to be practical on where my team is. And I got to be practical on where their opponent is. The time of the season. How's my defense doing? Who do I got in the secondary? Who's snapping the ball? All right? Who's got fingers near their ass? Okay? Who's got fingers near their ass? I gotta be practical. Gotta be practical. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is right there. Wait till he makes it in. Welcome to the show. The one and only Mr. Johnny Dean is in the house. Johnny Dean in the house. All right, Scott, I see you. Johnny Dean in the house. All right, guys. You know, I always say this, like I said. It's one thing to be a fan and be a diehard fan, and I'm a diehard no matter what. But then it's another thing to have blinders on, and you can't even see what the hell's happening, I said, because you're not paying attention to who your opponent is week in, week out. I mean, you got an injury in your secondary. Who's going to get picked on? Who's the quarterback for the other team? Do you got your starting snapper in there? Huh? Who's your center? You know, who's the guy that's got the hands behind his ass? These are important things. With that being said, we're going to climb right into this. Dolphins are at the Ravens. Okay? Dolphins are at the Ravens. It's an interesting game, and here's why. In so many different levels, guys. I'll tell you why. First and foremost, because we're in week 2. Because we're in week 2. Okay? And in week 2, you got to know. We don't know. I mean, we think we know. We just don't know who we're dealing with, do we? That's what it really comes down to. We don't know who we're dealing with. So, with that being said, I look at this game, and when I look at it, I'm thinking, I liked what I seen with the Dolphins, okay? I really do. And I think, hey, the Dolphins' defense has some potential, okay? Maybe they made some off-field moves that I didn't really agree with some of them, but Johnny Dean says it's a tough game. I got the Ravens, but it could be like last year's game between them. And Johnny, I agree on that, because when I first looked at this, what I've realized, Johnny, is this. When you take the Ravens football team, the Ravens could be a high-powered offense. We've seen it at times. They can stack the points up. But it's very frustrating when another team can do the same to them, and especially if it's an average team. So it's like, what about the defense for the Ravens? Are they going to be able to stop the Dolphins? When we get into these type of games, it's going to come down to the last 5 minutes of a football game. They're probably, in the last 5 minutes of a football game, if you don't have a good defense, that means both of the teams are going to see the ball a couple more times, right? You know how you know when a team has a good defense? Because when there's 5 minutes left in a game, 5 minutes left, they get their offense the ball back very fast, and then their offense has designed their game around the defense. It's from the beginning of time. The beginning of time, defense wins games. Johnny Dean says that defense will come around, especially once they get Travis Jones involved. And Johnny, you're right, but we're still so early. It's because of that, Johnny, because of this, that I'll tell you right now. It's because of this. I'm taking the Dolphins to go on the road and win the game in Baltimore. I am. I got the Dolphins to win the game. I think they're going to do it. Scott says, who do you guys got today for the Rams at the Falcons? Scott, we're not even talking. We got 32 football teams. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let me guess, Scott. You got the Rams. Johnny comes back, says, exactly, John, and picking the fish is a good call also. You know why? Look, it's been going on for several years, I believe, in Miami. We've seen in that division alone. The division's dramatically changed. You got something with them, some inspiring football play that's been going on in Miami. And it's the thing to me, I always get the feel, and I've gotten it over the last several years, that the players are playing for each other. And I've really gotten that sense when I watch Miami. The enthusiasm I get from the players, is that the players are holding each other accountable and they're playing for each other. And I just really, I like that. I love seeing enthusiasm. I appreciate your enthusiasm. So I just always like that. I just like it. I get that sense with Miami. They play as what I see as a play for each other, the players, and I just really appreciate the enthusiasm they have on the field. All right, the Jets are at the Browns. Okay. I mean, I got the Browns winning this at home. I don't really see much of a chance for the Jets. Some of you may. Yes, Johnny, he retired to the Jets, Scott. Mike, what's up? Week 2 picks for Mike. I'm going to go right at it with us here. Mike's got the Browns, the Lions, the Bucks, the Panthers, Steelers, Colts, Dolphins, Rams, 49ers, Bengals, Broncos, Raiders, Packers, Bills, and Vikings. Mike, I was concerned. You and I are usually on the same page. And you probably kicked my ass all over the place last week because we were so different, and I probably had my worst week. The first week. Probably my worst. But right now, when I look at what you've done here, I think we may have one game different. One game different. Yeah. Yeah, we got one game different. I'll go ahead and tell you right now what it is. Mike, you know, this isn't something I made up. It's been around for years. Okay? We concern ourselves with the football game. It's a great game that we're going to watch because these two particular teams that we're going to watch, what do we say wins football games? Well, if I were to ask you what are the top 2 things that win football games, guys, I want you to chime in on this. Here's the question I'm going to pose to you guys, okay? The question I'm going to pose to you guys. As I put this question out here, let's ponder. Let's ponder on this. The question I have for you. All right, go ahead and ponder on it. Put a little bit of skin on your chin, I said. Question. Don't take it easy now. Put the skin back on the chin. I got a question, guys. Pay attention to this question now. If I were to say, what would you think are the most 2 important factors in being a successful winning football team? And let's just talk about winning a football game. Let's not look at this as too wide here. Let's look at it as, if I'm playing a football game today, what are the 2 important factors I'm going to have, guys? What am I going to have? All right. I'm going to answer this for you guys. Okay? I'm going to answer this for you guys. What you're going to have. Okay? You're going to have a good run game and defense. Why? Because at the end of the game, if it's close, your defense is going to get your offense the ball back. And then your offense with a good run game is going to run the clock out. Hello? Mike says that last week he went 6-9-1. Oh, we were similar. Johnny Dean says, I got one game different than Mike for sure. My Bucks, hate to say it, but we're not there yet. Well, week 1, okay, we looked at some stalled stuff. But you know, Johnny, if there's any team that can go from not there to there, as far as an offense goes and clicking on all cylinders, I'll take the team with the 45-year-old veteran quarterback to really nitpick some of these plays, because really what I see, Johnny, of what it is that it's the timing between Brady and the receivers, and those guys really got to have it drilled in their head that that ball's going to be there in 3 seconds because Tom Brady doesn't want to get sacked and he's not being protected all that great. So, yes. Now, here's the thing that I like, Johnny. I loved the hard running of Fournette. Man, I seen Fournette come and put that second-year star end on his ass, okay? Blocking two, okay? So, Scott, I like how you're getting people to join the broadcast there. Scott says Aaron Donald gets a strip sack and he gets a TD. Wow. Where'd you pull that one out of? You should play Vegas. Not there, meaning it's the Saints and our injury list. Okay, gotcha. But here's the thing. What we're going to see today, and we've seen it before. We've seen Jameis against the Bucs. But I really think our head coach, who runs our defense for the Bucs, is going to trap Jameis Winston into being his old self. And I even though it wasn't catastrophe, I seen a few plays where immediately Jameis will do that. I watched Jameis Winston last week. He was falling down and still trying to throw the ball. That's his MO. It's his MO. Jameis Winston doesn't know how to just live to play another. He thinks he's going to make the highlight reel every freaking play. Like there's not 4 downs. Like there's not 4 quarters. Fournette is questionable today. He will play, but who knows how much. Same with Evans and Julio. That's the only problem I have with some of that stuff is that it seems like we got a lot of guys. I don't know. Am I going to play it on the guys? Am I going to play it on the trainers? I mean, I've seen enough people pull their hamstring. Okay, let's move along, guys. I want to get some more of this. Guys, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Guys, as you're hearing and reading these comments that come up on the screen, if you don't like it, put the angry face up if you're not going to comment. But engage. It's what helps us keep going here. Believe it or not, so you guys know your engagement, whether it's putting up a thumbs up, a heart, an angry face, everything like that, those are what helps us really keep going here. Will Man finally joins the show. He's got the Bucs win 17-13 against his favorite player in the NFL, the one he's got hanging in his bathroom right next to the lotion. Too much? Can't get your broadcast on his phone, and he's watching Steelers pregame. Hey, you know that he can go. He can go to the YouTube channel. Right there, Leap Alive is the YouTube channel. If anybody can't, you guys know, if you got friends that don't have Facebook and they're not watching it there, they can also go to Leap Alive and watch it there live on YouTube. Just putting that out there for you guys. All right. Okay, let's move along here. Jets are at the Browns, guys. I got the Browns winning this game. They're going to win the game because they're going to create havoc, and I think they're going to have a balanced offense with a run game. So if you can have a defense that works for you and getting after a quarterback who I don't think is going to perform very well when he's got the heat on him, get that run game going, it's all over but the crying. The Colts are at the Jaguars. What do you got, guys? Colts at the Jaguars. I got the Colts winning this game. The thing about it is that, Matt Ryan, I watched him, and it's almost, sometimes I want to look at it like a boxer who's out of his prime, or like an MMA guy, Ferguson, who wants to keep going, but he loses how many in a row? Yeah, it's time for Nate Diaz to walk away. It's time for him to walk away. Ferguson should too. Hey, so sometimes I look at these quarterbacks. Flacco. It's like you were there, you were benched, and then you come back and you're not there. You guys, I don't know how you feel about Flacco, okay? I think Flacco needs to go backo, but, hey, not every quarterback can play till they're 45 years old. And if you want to know what the key is, first of all, if at one time in your career you were mobile quarterback, you probably won't make it that long. You watch. These mobile quarterbacks who are running all over the place, you think they'll play till they're 45? How does that happen? By being a pocket quarterback. Being a pocket quarterback. Hey, Dan Marino. Yeah, I know he didn't win a Super Bowl, but he was one of the greatest quarterbacks. Dan Marino. How'd he do on his feet? Could that guy scramble and run? Was he fast, mobile? No. He was a pocket passer with one of the quickest releases in football. That'll keep you off your ass. If you're an older quarterback, your drills should be, how fast is the ball coming? How fast can I go through my reads? How fast can I go through my reads is the real key. That's the real key. And that comes from reps, guys. I'm sorry. That comes from repetition. That don't come in a film room. Okay? It doesn't. That comes from reps. And when I say it comes from reps, I'm talking about live, full-speed reps. How fast can I go through my reads? Option 1, option 2, option 3. Hit! 3 seconds to make that happen. 3 seconds. There's a talent in that alone that can't be taught. And when the faster you can make it through your reads and then execute, the more longevity you have in this football game. My opinion right there. The more longevity you have in that football game. Matt Ryan, I wasn't too impressed, but you know what? He's going into the Jags. He's going to the Jaguars. I'm going to look at a combination today with Matt Ryan and one of our old Buccaneers' son, Pittman. The connection between those two are going to be big today. I'm looking at the Colts to go into Jacksonville and win the game today. I got the Commandos. Damn it, I did it again. I got the Commanders. Look, if you're a Washington, don't start crying to me because I'm getting your thing wrong, okay? Don't do it. You know, guys, this breaks my heart. I got to get rid of this graphic because it breaks my heart, okay? It does break my heart. I know. Anyway, it does. It breaks. I'm sorry. I know. If you're a Washington fan, don't start whining, okay? Don't start whining because your name of your team actually sucks squirrel nuts flat out. It sucks squirrel nuts flat out. Out of all names you come up with the Commanders? You ain't commanding nothing over there. Actually, it might be more offensive. I don't know. Actually, that's kind of cool music in the background, is it? Yeah. If you guys are from the Washington, you think your name is good, you're full of it. You're full of S-H-I-T flat out. You're full. There it is. Ship high in transit, S-H-I-T. You're full of it. If that's what you believe. You are absolutely full of it. Give my stuff back. Anyway, the Lions at home today, the Motor City, at Ford Field. Ford Field. I'm going to say this right now. I'm not buying anything else Ford. And I've been known to have a Ford here and there. I'm not buying anything else Ford until Ford family builds a winning football team. Hello? With that being said, today, Detroit, my peeps, everybody from back in my neck of the woods, where I first learned to pedal a bicycle. You know, my first bicycle had a banana seat. You know that? My first bicycle had a banana seat. It did. What was your first bicycle, guys? What was your first bicycle? Well, mine had a banana seat, I said. Anyway, congratulations today, everybody in Detroit. You guys still, no matter how bad you suck year in, year out, wasted talent because you don't build around it, you guys still go to the game. You still wear your Lions hat. I see you all the time. And then you say, I still believe in my boys. I believe in my boys too, but I don't go commando. I mean commanders. I get mixed up, guys. Mixed up. Willman's got the Jags winning. Scott's got the Jags winning. What's this going on here, John? What's Johnny saying? Hell no to what? Hell no to what? Hey, I got to catch up here. Scott says that Mahomie will play into his 40s. Go Chiefs. You know what? He may, Scott, but not if he plays running 300 yards sideways like he did against the Bucs, thinking he's going to make every play. Remember a couple of years ago when they did the quarterback sneak with him? You don't do quarterback sneak with him. He got hurt. Willman says, hell yeah, I'm watching you on YouTube, on my TV, and commenting from the phone. Thanks. Willman, no, you're welcome. I'm glad you guys are doing that. If you want to watch it on YouTube, it's on Lipa Live. Lipa Live. Scott says Rams versus the Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Maybe. Okay. Johnny Dean says the Colts have not beat the Jags in 7 games. Wow, what a stat right there. Colts have not beat. In fact, you know what we're going to do with that particular stat? We're going to get the funk music going on in here. We're going to get the funk music going on in here with that stat because I like that. Hey! Rock and roll. Well, we got the funk going on here. It's a good stat, Johnny. It looks like they're going to get it done today. Looks like they're going to get it done today. Johnny Dean says the Lions win. Johnny Dean says the Lions win. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. But see, this is what I like. Scott says Leap Alive is down. Huh? Leap Alive is down. John, we need some metal up in here. You know, I don't know if I've got metal. I might actually. That would be good. I'm trying to think, what do I got? I mean, if I just gave you a quick snippet of like metal, I could go something like this. All right. You mean like that? Like that? Well, let me keep looking to see, because like we go into some metal, you know, I got stuff, but I just can't sit here playing that stuff. But I wonder if I've got some of my original music on here, because if I got some of my original music on here, I can play that. Actually, believe it or not, my original stuff is on the intro all the time, guys. My original stuff is on the intro all the time. Right there. But that's just an instrumental that I did. And it's just... There's some original for you. But let's get back into my good stuff. Okay? I guys, you know I'm all about that funk right now. All right, let's move on, guys. I actually want to keep up with you guys on your comments, because, you know, to me, that's what it's all about. Look at the Queen came in. Queen's in the house. I'm sorry I missed you guys' comments. I'm back. All right. Queen is in the house. You talking about what time's the Bucks game today? It's at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Bucks game. All right, guys, let's move along here. Let me get my shit situated here. Drink of water. All right, here we go. Speaking of that, Regina, the Queen, Strickland. That's the game we're on right now. All right, guys, Bucks are at the Saints. I'm going to tell you right now, I got the Bucks. Why do I have the Bucks? You know, quite simply because I believe they're a better team. That's why. I believe that the Buccaneers are a better team than the Saints. That's why. I believe that the Saints today, their biggest opponent, their biggest opposition in the game today is their very own quarterback. Okay? What gives the Saints the biggest chance of losing? Their quarterback? Hey, guys, I'm not going to say that Jameis Winston can't complete 25 passes today and throw 2 or 3 touchdowns. I'm not saying that. He's got some receivers there for that. Okay? He does. He's got 2 great receivers there, 2 targets. But if it's a close game, if Jameis Winston is the same Jameis Winston we see week in, week out, anytime he's on the field, he doesn't get the concept of live to play another down. He don't get it. I watched him again last week as he was falling down trying to throw the ball. You know what will happen when you start doing that. Scott, what's going on here, Scott? Scott's asking if I froze up on anybody. I'm not so sure about that, Scott. Anyway. Okay. Johnny Dean says, no, sir. Thank you, Johnny Dean. All right, guys, so the Buccaneers, what's up with the Bucs? I believe the Bucs had a week of practice with the offense that was all about timing. Strictly all about timing. And with that, I mean that it was all 3-second routes. And it was meetings with the receivers and Brady and saying, listen, guys, we got to shorten the routes. Get your head around. Get your head around because the ball's coming. The ball's coming. And I just believe that, to me, is going to be the difference maker. And the same thing for the Saints. It's the same thing for the Saints. If Jameis Winston can come out poised, go through your reads. If you don't see anything, get rid of the ball. When he starts keeping... Hey, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. If Jameis Winston still has the ball in his hand at 5 seconds since the ball was snapped, the probability of something bad happening, the chances have skyrocketed up. You know, you got every play. You got your risk, your reward. And when you're successful, those two are further away from each other. The longer the ball is in your hand, those two, they start coming closer together. Now your risk and reward are right here. With Jameis Winston, if he's got the ball in his hand from the time the ball snapped, you've got your reward, your risk down here. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. If Jameis Winston has the ball in his hand, within 5 seconds, if he still got it at count 5, the probability of something bad happening is pretty good, and it's to the Buccaneers' favor. Johnny Dean says Winston is questionable. Also, he may or may not play. You know, Johnny, I don't think, they'll give him a shot. He'll be out there. But I got to tell you something, Johnny. We're once again, ever since Drew Brees was hurt, we started seeing this back and forth from Hill and Winston. And then when Drew Brees was gone, we're going to see it again this year. That's going to be the problem with the Saints. They're going to be back and forth between Jameis and between Hill. Back and forth. Perrine Pints in the house. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hi. Where's your boy at? Get him in here to talk some Packer football. So anyway, guys, that's my pick. The Buccaneers win that game against the Saints. The Panthers. Here we go. Panthers are at the Giants. Okay? What do I like about this game? I like some old school factors. I like a good run game. Okay? How much did I like seeing Barkley run that ball? How much did I like that? I mean, how much? I mean, how much? Johnny said Giants win. Johnny, I got the Giants winning that game. First of all, they're at home, and they did what I was talking about earlier. Man, the players are playing for themselves, okay? And there's nothing more fun. There's nothing more fun than watching these players out on the field playing with enthusiasm, excitement, having fun. And boy, the Giants were having fun last week, weren't they? You know, if the Giants can do their job, they can spread this ball around, take some of the pressure off of Danny Jones, then, ironic that Perrine hates the Giants. She's a New Yorker, I said. A New Yorker. But you know, the only New York football team, really, is the Buffalo Bills. They're the only pro football team that actually plays in New York. I'm just saying. So how do you feel about you know what? There she goes. She said it. And she's a New Yorker. She says, Giants are not New York. Finally, I get a New Yorker to say it. The Giants are not New York. Hello? You're right. She's right. They're Jersey. What a slap in the face. Oh, yeah, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, I'm sorry. They don't play it there. Where do they play? Cuba? Play Cuba. What? Yeah! Willman says New Jersey Giants and the New Jersey Jets. It's more like it. Johnny Dean says Buffalo should be Western PA. There you go. If you're going to play by those rules, sure, why not? You guys could handle another team, couldn't you? Have three of you in there? Giants win this game because today they're going to be balanced. You know, you know what I worry about this is, first and foremost, I got to tell you, I really respect the way Barkley runs, McCaffrey for the Carolina Panthers runs. I respect the way these guys run and the way they run hard. And, I mean, it's just, I really respect the way they run. But I just worry because what's the lifespan of a running back that plays that way? What's the lifespan of that running back in the NFL? Now, when you had a guy like Barry Sanders, okay? Barry Sanders really didn't have a major injury during his career. He just retired before it happened, but that's because you couldn't put a clean hit on him. You could not put a clean hit on him. But these guys are just, I mean, the life expectancy of a running back in the NFL that runs like that of a Barkley, that of a McCaffrey is just, I don't know what you're going to get out of these guys. They run so hard, put their body through so much stuff. Hey, Willman says, I respect the way that McCaffrey runs to the emergency room when the Buccaneers put him on. Now, come on now. Johnny D says he loves Barkley, but wish Delvin Cook would step it up. Yeah. I think that's part of it, though. Delvin Cook wants to be here for a little while. He wants to be here for a little while. All right. Anyway, with that being said, today the Giants win in New Jersey. Okay? They win in New Jersey. The Patriots are going to the Pittsburgh Steelers to lose again. What happened to the Patriots in that division? Now let me see you chime in on this one, guys. Pittsburgh, who I said last week, and I said it and I screamed it. I went, Pittsburgh don't have a quarterback. There's a trend happening on this show today. It's on your show. This is your show, guys. There's a trend today on your show. Scott says, let's see here real quick. I'll get to that in a minute. The trend is that I love when I'm watching some of these teams, and it just seems like the enthusiasm, and I appreciate anybody's enthusiasm. You know what? Let me get back to my country music here, please, if I may. Okay, can you guys mind if I go back into my, and I'm not even sure you call this country. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Yes. Regina says Tom Brady left. That's what happened. With the Patriots? Yeah, you know what? You are right. That's what happened. But at the same token of Tom Brady leaving, remember, so if Tom Brady left there, but you had a great defense and a great run game, right? I mean, you can slow the pain down a little bit. Sometimes when the guy that's your coach thinks it was him and not Brady, he thought he was just going to plug and play. The difference is if you don't have a top par defense with a quarterback like Tom Brady, he's getting the ball out of his hands faster. He's making his reads faster. He can go through read 1, read 2, read 3, and get rid of the ball faster than most quarterbacks who have ever played the game. Why do I make that point? Because he's 45 and still playing. How many did that at a high level? We'll see that more of that today. Okay. Excuse me, I thought you realized on Monday that I was right. You were wrong about that Pittsburgh quarterback thing. And I did realize it, Will, man. Because I came on Sunday, I said, who the hell's Pittsburgh Steelers? They got no quarterback. To get back to that game we're talking about, right here, the Patriots at the Steelers, you know what I saw? You know what I saw? I saw a team around Mitch Trubisky. They like him. They like him. They believe in him. They like him. They believe. That's the first start right there to having a successful team. Players playing for each other. Believing in each other. I got your back. You got mine? Big difference. Big difference. I got your back. You got mine? Thanks to Steelers Nation for letting us share. Yeah, what's up, Steelers guys? Johnny Dean says Steelers win even without Ian being here. Regina, she's saying, yep, and Bill Belichick was never the real reason for the W's. I think he played a role. I mean, you know what he was a reason for? Some good defenses along some of those eras. Once we were playing, the Patriots were playing, Tom Brady got in the game, and he made the proper coaching decision. He left them in there. You know? So, I mean, if there's one thing he did right there, he left them in there. And then Willman says, except when he was cheating. You know, I'll tell you right now, if we start looking at everybody in this game who bends it, the envelope a little bit here, we'd be pretty shocked at it. Especially how many of them were cheating, taking performance-enhancing drugs. Hello? Johnny Dean says they need actual OCs in New England instead of two defensive assistants trying to call plays by committee. And Johnny Dean, that's kind of what I mean, is that that's something Bill Belichick should know. So it goes right back to Bill Belichick, and I'm sorry, but I got to question the head coaching decision on the way this is going down. But I still like Mac Jones. I see potential in that kid. I do if they build up around him. Colts fans, Dave says Colts fans are in the group also. Hello, Colts fans. You guys are going to win today, Colts fans. We got Perrine Pine saying that Packer fans are in the house today. Packers are going to win today. They're going to win today. Anyway, guys, I see the Steelers winning today. Mitch Trubisky, keep your head on straight, okay? Don't try to do too much. I think you guys are still going to be okay, even though you lost your best player on defense. I think you're still going to be okay. I think you're still going to be okay with that. All right, so moving on, the Falcons. Here you go, Scott. Here you go, Scott. You've been waiting for it. All right, Scott. Falcons are at the Rams, Scott. And guess what, Scott? The Falcons are going to lose to the Rams. Bill Belichick hasn't made, this is what Regina says, a good coaching decision since he tried to trade off Brady, Gronk, sat Butler. That, to me, he never even... And refused to draft weapons around Brady. Perrine says they better. Green and gold. Rams friend. A Ram fan in the house. Willman, in his traditional form, says friends don't like friends be Packer fans. You mean don't let friends be Packer fans. You know, I've questioned Perrine being a Packer fan many times because I couldn't put the pieces together. She lived in New York, an hour north of the city, and I couldn't put it together. I tried. And so one day I finally had to ask her, Perrine, I mean, what's with this SHIT? You know, what's with the SHIT? She explained it to me. It made sense. It made sense. Sometimes it doesn't have to be something crazy. Sometimes it don't. You know what made sense of it? Her son. He was a little guy at the time. Speaking of little guy, his name's Guy. Named after my boy, Guy. She named her son after her brother. Well, I don't know where the original Guy came from, Perrine. I don't. But anyway, Guy, her son, Guy, Guy, he saw the G on the side of the helmet for the Packers. He goes, there we go, because I don't got a New York team anyway. They're in Jersey, I said. Rest is history. The rest is history. Johnny Dean says the Falcons may just lose by 20 if the Rams decide to show up like they should. Couldn't agree with you more. Could not agree with you more. Willman says, I'm from Wisconsin and I hate this dang team. Regina says, remember Willman uses talk to text due to his... Oh, that's right. Willman's using talk to text. I got to keep that in mind, so I got a little forgiveness for him on some of his stuff. Ship high in transit. Anytime somebody says that, you're getting it right away. There it is, right there. Ship high in transit. S-H-I-T. You guys notice the bowl on the front? What do you think he's doing on the front of this boat? What do you think he's doing on the front of this boat? Ship high in transit. S-H-I-T. There it is, guys. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. Don't get frustrated. Don't be this guy, guys. Don't get frustrated. Boy, good thing you got eye protection on there, pal. Good thing you got eye protection on there, pal. Back to it right here. All right. "30-year fans." That's what she's got. 30-year fans right there. For a good time, call Willman. Scott, you must have experience there. 32 years of experience of being a Buccaneer fan and proud of it. And we all know Will Man's story, how he became a Buccaneer fan by living way up there in Wisconsin. His grandparents lived down here at the time. That's what it was. Some of our biggest influence sometimes come from our grandparents. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Jeffrey Todd comes here and he's talking to Perrine and Regina. He's looking at them girls and he's going, wow, what's up, ladies? All right, Jeffrey, coming in here, hitting on the ladies right away. How many other girls do we have right now? Women. How many other women do we have watching this show? If we got other women, I'd like to know. Chime in. All right. So Rams beat the Falcons convincingly, okay? The Seahawks traveled to the 49ers. I was shocked that the Seahawks beat the Broncos. I really was, guys. But Geno had a good game for the Seahawks. He did. He did. Johnny Dean says, I know Will and Scott's teams. Who does everyone else follow? Shout out your teams. Actually, I love that. So, yeah, guys, let's spend the next 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Everybody watching, tell me your team right now. Come on. There we go. Scott's a 47-year Ram fan. Jeffrey Todd. So we got right there. There's Scott. He says he's the Rams fan. Jeffrey, we know Jeffrey, Chiefs fan. Perrine, Packers fan. I like it. I'm liking it. Keep them coming, guys. All right. The 49ers are going to beat the Seahawks today. Now, look, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not sold on this kid, Trey Lance. I'm not sold on the quarterback, this young kid. I'm not. I don't think he can continue to put his head down into a defense while he's running the ball. That is not going to spell success for the 49ers. I'm sorry. It's not. The only success you're going to get out of that young quarterback in San Francisco is if he can go through the reads in a short amount of time and pick the receiver. If he comes out of the pocket, he should be looking to get rid of the ball. Mercedes is an Eagles fan. Thank you for chiming in. Willman says, fire the cannons. We know he's a Bucks fan. Scott's modified his, and he's saying that he's a Rams and KC fan. Johnny Dean says, sorry, John, we are going to disagree on Lance. All right, so elaborate on that one a little bit, Johnny. Elaborate. When you're saying you're going to disagree, is that you believe that he's going to be successful and that he can withstand taking punishment by putting his head down going into the defense, or that you think he'll have no success at all and that he cannot mature into a pocket passer who can roll out and buy himself a little more time and create openings? Hi, John. Mercy is my shippy and sister. All right. What? Hey, John. Mercy. Oh, really? No ship high in transit. Nice. Well, I'm absolutely pleased to have you here. Everybody say hi to Mercedes. I like when we get new people in the show. All right, let's see what we got, Willman. Willman says, well, in that case, then I would be a Buccaneers with the Lions being my backup. I love this guy. I have a tradition of rooting for losing sports teams. I grew up outside of Detroit. I know what it's like to root for a losing team, trust me. But At times, I had a great basketball team in the Detroit Pistons, and at times, I had a great hockey team in the Red Wings. And hey, when I was a kid, 1984 World Series was an incredible time for me. Lance Parrish, Lou Whitaker, Alan Trammell, Jack Norris, Kirk Gibson. The list goes on and on. What a great Detroit Tiger baseball team back in the day. All right, Johnny Dean's going to elaborate on what he thinks about Trey Lance. Trey Lance was drafted as high as he was because of his football knowledge in such a limited amount of touches. Like, I forget how many games we're talking about, but you're right. He had like a season under his belt. Because of his knowledge in such a limited amount of touches. His physical ability is high. He will develop into one of the best this decade. Wow. Johnny Dean, that's a bold statement. Somehow, I'm having a problem believing that you don't somehow know his parents. Because that's bold. You know what, Johnny? I'll make a bold statement with you. If Trey Lance plays the way he did last week and relies on his physical abilities and not his arm, by week 6, we're going to see Garoppolo starting for the 49ers because they're not going to waste the season to watch that happen. Hello? There's my bold prediction, and I don't know anybody in the family. Johnny Dean backs it up with this season will tell how much growth he has. I couldn't agree with you more. Scott says you will never get my wife, Tina, to comment here. Tina, why not, Tina? Don't listen to Scott. Don't let him tell us what you're going to do, Tina. Tina, we would love to have you comment. Tina Fowler's in the house, guys. Regina says, well, I've got to bounce. I've got an hour drive from Omaha to Lincoln to get my booth set up. Guys, if you don't know, Regina is like the queen. This girl is a hard-working girl now. Travels around, and she sets up a booth, and she makes these desserts. Regina, tell us the name of those incredible desserts that you make again. And we're waiting for some here at Sports Static so we can eat them on air. Have a great trip today, and good luck. Scott says, a kissing booth? You wish, Scott. No wonder your girl, Tina. No wonder your wife won't get up on the damn thing. You're thinking about kissing the Queen Regina over here. Cheryl Rhea, good vibes. Everybody say hello to Cheryl. That's my mom. Be nice. My mom in the house. Be nice, I said. Everybody say hello to Cheryl. And there's Regina. Regina has a booth that she sells her smart whoopies. What a freaking... Tell you, this girl's smart. What a great name. Whoopies. Whoopee! Send me your address. I will, Regina. I'm going to send you my address. We're gonna eat one of your smart whoopies live on air. Whoopie pies. What an incredible name. Johnny Dean says, hi, Mom. Thank you. Thank you for saying hi to my mom. Everybody say hi to my mom. Hi, Mom. Hi. And there's Regina putting in her link to her smart whoopies, her little dessert that she does. Willman's playing along here today. Hi, Mom. There he goes. All right, guys. 49ers get the win today. Johnny Dean, don't get me wrong. I want nothing more than for you to be right on Trey Lance. I want nothing more for you to be right on that prediction. The Bengals are at the Cowboys today, and they're going to wipe the field with the Cowboys. Now, you know what? I say that. They're going to wipe the field with the Cowboys, okay? And I don't think I should say that. I really don't. They're going to wipe. Hang on a second. Let's actually bring this in, okay? Hey, look. There's a little birdie in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news coming to you right now from Sports Static. Breaking news. All right, the breaking news is that Cincinnati is going to wipe their ass with the Cowboys. It's going to be like a big bear grabbing a rabbit and wiping his ass with it. Okay? That's what you're going to see happen. I'm sorry, Dallas. Any Dallas Cowboy fans in the house, I'm sorry. Regina says, hello, Cheryl. 2 weeks in a row. Nice having Mom here. Brandon, what's up, Brandon Schaefer? Michael Thomas or Deontay Johnson? After what I saw from Michael Thomas, if Jameis Winston can put that ball, I want you to know something. Jameis Winston had a lot of success in Tampa Bay if he threw the ball within 5 feet. Okay? 5 feet of Evans, because he would get it. And you're going to see the same thing with Michael Thomas. Jameis Winston doesn't have to thread the needle to Michael Thomas. You put it in his vicinity, he'll get the ball. One play, I believe, that Michael Thomas didn't fight for the ball when he could have. One play I saw. Bengals will destroy the Cowboys. Parsons will have Burrow running. Did you see the hit, okay, that Fournette put on Parsons? He took him right out of his cleats. Right out of his cleats. Johnny Dean says, can you put that link in here? I think she did put that link in there. Only NFC West team that wins today is the Rams. Wow, Scott. Cowgirls. YouTube link. We had that YouTube link up there earlier, which was it's at Leap Alive, and I don't know so much that I did put, but if you look right there, that's the YouTube channel at the bottom of the screen down there. It's Leap Alive. So if you go to Leap Alive, then you'll be able to watch the show live, okay? You'll be able to watch the show live. Wheelman said, I was dead when Fournette knocked out Parsons. It was great. Brandon says, so you'd start Thomas over Johnson, bro. Yes. Yes, I would start Thomas over Johnson. Okay. Let's move along here, guys, all right? God, I'm having so much fun with you guys right now. Seriously. So the Bengals get the win over the Cowboys in a big way. The Texans are at the Broncos. The Broncos, Brandon, you are welcome, my friend. Welcome. Yes, sir. Scott says Ramsey better get his act together or trade him. You're welcome, Brandon. You're welcome. The Texans travel to Denver, Mile High. And, you know, I was impressed with the Texans. I got to tell you guys something. Last week, week 1 of the NFL 2022 season, I was impressed with the teams that I thought were the worst. I really was. And the reason why I was is it just seemed like they were so enthusiastic to prove a point, to play as a team, and it's like they got nothing to lose because everybody already thinks they suck squirrel nuts and that they're losers. And it just seems like I saw that trend and I was watching it and I was really highly impressed Does it mean they're going to have a winning season? Do I think that the Texans are going to have a winning season? No. I think I picked them to win a maximum of 5 games. I might have even said 3. Okay? But I was impressed with what I saw. I just was. But today, the Texans at the Broncos, I think Russell Wilson in Denver got to do a little bit something here to show me what they paid all this money for. I want to see that enthusiasm. Isn't it ironic that the higher the expectations are from everybody, the less the players seem to be playing for each other? Isn't that ironic? Weird. Burnt toast, you mean, Scott? Perrine. I think the Texans will take the Broncos. Okay. If the Texans play the way they did last week, they got a really good chance. They do. Brandon says, I'm starting Aaron Rodgers. I'm scared, as you should be. You know why I say that, Brandon? Melancholy. Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, should take notes to some other great quarterbacks who play with longevity and things like that, and pay attention to their emotion, their enthusiasm. Aaron Rodgers looks like that one detective dog in the cartoons. Every once in a while, he might go like this. He might go like this. His smile will only last for a fifth of a second. It'd be like this. It's gone. It's there and gone. He kicks rocks. Kicks rocks. So when I see that, I think all the time, maybe he could be getting this award. Maybe Aaron Rodgers is always going to have that half-empty cup award. Maybe he's not the leader on that team that is telling this team they should be thinking about the cup as half full, right? Because I just don't get that. So, Brandon, when you're thinking that way, you're okay for thinking that way. You really are okay for thinking that way. Because I just don't think that Aaron Rodgers has team leader skills at this point in his career. Okay? I really don't. All right, let me move through your comments real quick and catch up, guys, because I don't want to miss them. Willman says he's an anti-Bronco fan ever since Walmart bought the team. We knew that from last week, and I appreciate your enthusiasm, though. Jameis has 4 fractures in his back and is still playing. Wow. Is that smart or stupid? The Bears dominate the Packers this week and win 17-10. I got the Packers winning because I just think that they're going to win. They're in Green Bay. I think we might see a little enthusiasm, but Brandon, it doesn't mean I'm saying to start Aaron, okay? You got to start wondering about his targets. Scott says that Wilson's done. Perrine says, I take Redskins today. You do? You got the Redskins today? I got the Lions beating them, Perrine. Come on now. Come on, Perrine. You know my roots. Don't you mean Commandos? Brandon says his backup quarterback is Carson Wentz. Wow. Well, let's think about this. That's actually not a bad idea because the Lions' defense for the secondary isn't great. Listen, I've got the Lions to win that game, but it's going to be a shootout, and I'm almost half tempted to say that the Commanders win it because of the fact that Lions always lose at the end. They always do. They'll be winning until there's 30 seconds left. Brandon, Carson Wentz should have a pretty good game against Detroit today. There you go with Dave that put up that YouTube link. Okay. Scott says Rodgers has no weapons. It doesn't matter if you're a good quarterback and plays with enthusiasm and believes in your player. Each one of those players made the 53-man roster, okay? They play in the NFL. Great quarterbacks make somebodies out of nobodies. Great quarterbacks make somebodies out of nobodies. Aaron Rodgers by no means is the GOAT, Perrine. How many Super Bowls has he won? And as of late, how many times has he been to the Super Bowl? And who's been knocking him out? Ooh. By no means will Aaron Rodgers ever go down as the GOAT. If he would play and quit kicking rocks as a team leader out there, he'd probably do much better. His players would play for him. He's out there kicking rocks, all right? Acting like he's drinking that hot tea at night that makes you sleepy. I'm just saying. Pass me what you're smoking, please. Aaron Rodgers is the biggest crybaby in the NFL. You asked for it, you're getting it. There it is. Oops, I gave you guys the bandwagon. Aaron Rodgers is a crybaby. I'm sorry, but it's his body language. It's no good. It's no good. Johnny Dean says, I got to run, guys. See you next week. John and Dave, enjoy the games, everyone. Johnny Dean, peace out. Absolutely thrilled to have you back, my friend. Absolutely thrilled. Now I'll tell you guys about the bandwagon. There's room. If your team sucks, don't worry. We can pull that tarp off right there. And we can put you in. Look at these guys. You know who everybody is in the back of that wagon? That's everybody whose team sucks. So they're like, that's okay. We got the bandwagon. Jump on. That's right. That's right. Don't worry. If your team sucks squirrel nuts, yeah, you can just jump on the bandwagon, okay? Don't worry. Jump right on the bandwagon. Throw me the ball, guys. Oh, I love that ball so much. I love it. All right, let me get back to some of this. Woohoo! All right. Brain says, dude, you got that wrong. It's Brady. Come on, John. Johnny Dean subscribed on our YouTube channel. Thank you, Johnny. I know. Believe me, why do you think I live in the Sunshine State? I got the hell out of Detroit. Brandon says, thank you very much. I'm going to start Thomas and Wentz over DJ and Rodgers. What a combination there, I think, Brandon. Brandon, make sure you come back next week and let me know how good the advice was or how bad we suck. Everybody is a hater, but look at his stats over his career. Hey, Perrine, that's great, but what's that gotten him? What's that got? At the end of the day, what's it gotten him? And the haters, really, Perrine, is you can't deny that he kicks rocks. All the other 31 teams talk about it. We're asking him to bring a little more enthusiasm and be a team leader out there. Will, man, what do you got here for me? He says, all you Packer fans can jump over to the Buccaneer bandwagon. We don't mind. We brought the Patriot fans with us. We can take you too. And then Perrine says, hell freaking no. All right, guys, let's move along. I'm going to kick it in the ass now, okay? All right, so here we go. Yes, I got the Broncos beating the Texans. The Raiders are going to take care of the Cardinals today. Guys, If you believe me, give me a thumbs up. If you think I'm wrong, give me an angry face. Yes, the Raiders are going to. Guys, do you remember what I told you about Derek Carr? He had an opportunity to do it again last week, and he couldn't make it. Couldn't make it happen. But the facts are, if we want to talk about stats and statistically how great Aaron Rodgers is in stats, here's some stats for you. Over the last 6 years, who has the highest quarterback passing percentage rate? Oh, Derek Carr. Over the last 6 seasons, who has the most fourth quarter comeback victories? Oh, Derek Carr. Now, that's a fact, but just because of that, we can't rely on Derek Carr to do that every week. They put him in that position again last week, and he just couldn't make it happen, okay? He just couldn't make it happen. But this week he does. This week he does. This week, the Cardinals come in to the Raiders. I haven't even read a comment yet from Scott, but I'll bet you anything, if I scroll down, and I haven't scrolled into the comments, Scott's going to say, whenever I mention the Cardinals, he's going to say their quarterback's too small to play in the NFL. Let me scroll down, see if it's there. Watch. It's not there. I'm so surprised. It's not there. What's that gotten him? Are you crazy? He's broke so many records. MVP, least intercepted quarterback in NFL history in passing yards. So, Perrine, and are you happy with that? Is that all you need? I mean, in that case, if we're all just playing to see what the stats are, we don't got to worry about winning in the playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? Playoffs. We play to win the game. Hello? Hello? Stats matter when you're signing contracts. Stats matter when I'm picking games. But those stats have not equaled. Look at his stats versus Brady. Yeah, I can see it's impressive. Now, let's go to the championship stat. Let's go to the have all of those stats, which are great, have they added up a plus sign to equal stats? Have they added up the plus sign to equal championships? Ooh, wow. How many times has that happened? You've been robbed in Green Bay. You've been robbed. Willman says, I'm out for this week. Johnny Famous, enjoy your games. Everybody enjoy the rest of your week, except for the Packer fans. And then he says he's joking. I love all you guys. And I know he's genuine in that. All right, Brandon, let me catch up to you. Brandon says, do you think Aaron Jones is a good flex? Or should I play Johnson there? That's a tough one. Anybody got help for him on that one? I mean, I believe Aaron Jones is a good flex. And I believe situational football, he's going to need to be and will be someone that's depended on today. Great players make great quarterbacks. Great quarterbacks also make somebodies out of nobodies. In Detroit, John? Detroit wasted talent in Detroit. They wasted Barry Sanders. They wasted Barry Sanders. They wasted Matthew Stafford. They wasted Herman Moore. Wasted Megatron. They didn't build a defense around these guys. Give him a real O-line, and it will happen. Well, wait a second. If he's already got the best stats, with his O-line, if he's already throwing way less interceptions than anybody else, what's the problem? It really comes down to that secondary, Perrine. Because you can do whatever you want on offense, but when we get the ball back, if we can go over the top and score on you, it's a tie game again. I'll see you in the fourth quarter. 2-minute drill. Over the top. Touchdown. And just like I said, there it is from Scott. Kyler is too short. And Scott says size does matter. Keep your personal comments to yourself there, Scott. Ah! I appreciate everything, man. Hey, Brandon, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Brandon, don't be afraid to step out on the edge and tell us what you really think, brother. You can mix it up with these guys. The Lions are kitty cats. Brown, brown. I prefer the other word. But, hey, Perrine, organization. The same people that build that F-450, F-350, F-250, F-150, the same company that build them Ford trucks own the Detroit Lions. So what I say is, hey, Ford family, how about you build me a football team like you build a truck? Or the verdict's out. How about that truck? I don't know. I'm asking you. That's with shitty players. Give him good players. We're unstoppable. We're waiting. We're waiting. And by the way, he had some damn good players on that team of many years, Perrine. Many years. Better than some of the teams that were going and winning the Super Bowl. Hello? Hello? I stick with my team always, as you should. See, I stick with my teams, but when I know my team's outmatched, I don't. I just say they're going to have their ass handed to them. I can't just sit there and say, well, that's my team. They're going to win every week. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're going to suck it up some weeks. You know how much I love the enthusiasm in your participation, Perrine? I love it. Brandon says, I'm a big Steelers fan. Do you think we can beat New England? You guys are going to kick. You're going to wipe your ass with New England today, Brandon. Yes. Forever broken driveway Ford. All right, guys, I'm flying right now because we're going to hit the tail end of this show. Here we go. Yes, the Raiders beat the Cardinals today. I really do believe that you're going to see a lot better Raider team today. They're at home. They're going to win. The Bears are at the Packers today. And I got the Packers to win this game, Perrine. I got the Packers to win this game today. Okay? I do need to see some more enthusiasm out of Aaron Rodgers. Get on your player's ass. You're here. You're on the 53-man roster. Let's go. Let's play some NFL football here. Packers are going to win the game today, but I'll tell you what, it won't be a walk in the park. It won't be a walk in the park. And here's the thing. Any team that plays the Packers, put this in your notes. Put this in your notes. If you get to Aaron Rodgers and you start knocking him around, he'll be sitting on the bench all by himself, okay? He'll walk out to the field, to the huddle as slow as he can with zero enthusiasm or anything. You'll win the game against the Packers if you get to him. I'm just saying. You guys watch. You watch. But I do got the Packers winning that game today. The Titans are at the Bills. Bills are going to win the game. Okay? I just believe in this team, guys. I just believe in this team. They've got a great leader. They got a great team. There's areas of the team that need a little work, but I believe in this Buffalo team. The Vikings are going to the Eagles. Okay? Vikings are going to the Eagles. And I'm going to tell you something. The Vikings are going to win this game. But am I just saying, oh, the Vikings win? No, that was not an easy decision for me. The Vikings win this game with a balanced offensive plan and good defense. The Vikings beat the Eagles today with a balanced offensive plan, spreading the ball around to your receivers, a good run game, and good defense. That's how they win the game today. Okay? Only thing that they got to worry about, you make Hurts for the Eagles beat you with his arm. Don't let him beat you with his legs. If you can do that, you're going to be okay. Johnny Dean agrees with me. He's got the Vikings by 3. And I think that is absolutely appropriate when you say by 3. Because I do believe it's going to be a close game. I do. But I believe the Vikings are going to look like a little more of a mature team. They're going to win with a balanced offensive plan and good defense. And their defense is going to be good in this particular game because it's going to be disciplined. Disciplined in that of making sure that Jalen Hurts, the quarterback for the Eagles, doesn't beat you with his feet. They're going to make Hurts beat them. If he's going to beat them, it's going to have to be with his arm. And I don't think he's going to be able to make that happen. I don't think he'll be able to make that happen. Brandon says, are Saints or Bucks going to win? The Buccaneers are going to win this game. And the reason why the Bucks are going to win this game, I believe it'll come down to turnovers. And Brandon, if you want to know where the turnovers are going to come from, it's going to be in the difference between the two quarterbacks. Jameis Winston will be getting sacked, and in the middle of him getting sacked, the ball will be out here and wide open, and he'll still be trying to make a play. And that will mean a turnover, and you're going to put the ball back in the 45-year-old Tom Brady, veteran, 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady's hands. Okay? That's how that happens. You guys watch today and pay attention. Jameis Winston will make some great plays today. Watch the bad ones. Those are the ones that come back to get you. Johnny says, hopefully Cook has a great game today. It's got to be balanced, and I think he will, Johnny. And I think he will. Scott says, Chase Daniels will be a starting quarterback for the Packers next season. Really? Really? That's pretty bold. That's very bold, especially when you consider the money Rodgers is making. Johnny Dean, everything is stacked against the Bucs today. Only chance to win is if Brady can get the Saints out of his head. Johnny, I got to disagree with you on that one. I really do. I don't think it's the Saints being in his hand. I think more importantly that the Saints have always had very good intel on Brady. So once Brady came into the division, they had very good intel on him. And then they hired a quarterback from the Bucs to help them out with some defensive strategies and things of that nature. Which is really why I think they got Jameis Winston when they did. Nobody else wanted him. They picked him up for like $900,000. But no, I think this game is more about Bowles, the head coach of the Buccaneers, and his defensive strategy against Jameis Winston. Trap. Set a trap. What we're going to see today, the Bucs are going to set a trap for Jameis Winston. We'll see if he takes the bait. We'll see. I love the stream, dude. This is from Brandon. Brandon, we appreciate that. Definitely has me back next week. Appreciate you doing this. Brandon, this is our 5th season here for you. The 5th season. And like when you like this stream, it's because that's what you're like. I mean, this is a stream and this is a show. As you see, the whole show's based on my engagement back and forth to you. That's all it is. It's you guys. The whole show here is you guys. It's my engagement with you guys. So, Perrine says, I got to run. Perrine, when did you start jogging? I have no idea. We should go out for a run together sometime. Love you, too. Scott says, Brady has a sore groin. I tell people all the time, you don't got to be an athlete to pull your groin. I tell my people that all the time. You do not have to be an athlete. Who put this graphic up there? I'm talking about a pulled groin and someone's putting up. Come on, guys. Who the hell put that up there? There's nothing to do. If I'm talking about a groin, it has nothing to do with a dog who has beef between his teeth. Oh, come on now. Jeez. What's the matter with you guys? Get back to my stuff here. Wow. Lamar will leave Baltimore for Green Bay next year. That's another bold prediction from Richard Ian. Yee! Brandon, got the Dolphins, Ravens. Yes, I do. I got the Dolphins beating the Ravens today. And you know why I have that? Because this team is playing for each other. The players playing for the players. And I think it's going to be a balanced offense and a disciplined defense that wins that game. And I'm not impressed with Baltimore's defense. I'm not. So to take that into consideration, look for Tua and the Cheetah to have a great game today. Johnny Deans has the Ravens with that. Johnny Dean says, John, watch Kurt Warner's tape on Brady play versus Saints. Brady constantly makes very un-Brady mistakes. There's an hour of tape on it, bro. They are definitely in his head. Yeah, I get that, Johnny. But again, like I'm saying, is that the mistakes that he's making, are we going to not credit the defense for creating those mistakes? Like, was it film and the great film watch and intel, the great intel that designed that week's defense in particular against Brady, knowing Brady's tendencies? If you know it, and you're a defense who plays Brady, you know the ball's coming in 3 seconds. You know it. So you can't play off of him because you're going to miss it. So I get what you're saying, and I know that that is true. His mistakes come. But are we going to credit the defense for those situations, or are we just going to say and take it back a step and say, well, they're just in Brady's head? I disagree. I believe it's the intel that's happening that week in the film room with the defense, with the secondary, with the linebackers, and they're saying, look, defensive line, let's just let you know this. Your chance of getting to him while he still got the ball in his hands are slim. Now, linebackers, just know this. Know this. That ball's coming out of his hand right now. You got to smother this. If you see that tight end, You got to smother him. That ball's going to be there. I get what you're saying, though, Johnny. I get it. I get it. Scott says, Dick, you've got that right. He's talking Richard. First time in 20 years there's no Ben or Brady in the pit versus New England. Ooh, nice stat there, Richard. Richard, the Ravens can tag him 2 times before that happens. I'll catch up with you guys real quick, and then we're going to finish this off. Got to go watch reruns of Young Sheldon. Come on, Scott, you're better than that. Better, I said. Better. But are they willing to tag him twice knowing he doesn't want to be there? Ooh. Got to score to win, John. The Bucs with Brady averaged 26 points per game against the Saints. Wow. That's good. What? The Bucs with Brady averaged 26 points per game? That's freaking good. Oh. And then he comes back and says, it's 16. And again, Johnny, you're pulling up all the stats that I completely see and agree with. The reason why that's happening is not me removing the true candidates for the award of making that happen. Defensive coordinators. The defense itself. Having a quarterback like Tom Brady at 45 years in his career and to just sidestep this and say they're in his head doesn't make as much sense to me as no. This defense is playing him the way that every team should. So these other teams should be taking notes. It's not like the Saints have the best defense that Brady faces all the time. It's not. But I do appreciate the stat. Now, here you go with somebody right here that is proven right here with this to show that he just hates the Bucs and Tom Brady. When you come out and you say Bucs are 6-11 this season, we got to question your football mentality. We got to question your football IQ because all you got to do is look at their schedule. So Scott, if you have actually looked at the Buccaneers schedule and you found only 6 wins in that schedule, we're concerned about your football IQ. Little concern with that football IQ there, buddy. Ouch. Ouch. I bet you wish you could delete that comment. Ouch. Little concern with the football IQ there. Because if you've looked at would you like me to look at it? The schedule for you? We can go right through it? Nah. Well, I'll allow you to do that and reconsider next week, Scott. I want you to look at that number right there. And you telling me that the Bucs only get 5 more wins this season. That's what you're telling me. The Bucs only win 5 more times this season. Scott, I got to question your football IQ here, buddy. I got to question it. That's a tough sell right there, buddy. And hey, who knows? You might see something that the rest of us don't. But how many people watching the show think right now the Bucs only win 5 more games this season? Ooh. Johnny Dean says, John, I got more. But my heart really isn't in arguing for the Saints. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that one. By the way, Saints have had a top 4 defense, so they play as well, bro. And the Saints actually have had a very good defense in those smackdowns. You're right. But go Bucs. I'm picking the Bucs, but only with my heart, which isn't like you. Which is not like you. Let's think of it this way. Johnny, let's think that this is the last season that Brady plays the Saints. I mean, we may see that high, intense Tom Brady today. We might. It's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. I believe the game is decided on turnovers. That's what I believe. And I believe that category is going to be in the favor of the Buccaneers and their defense. I'm so curious to read this one. Bill Belichick accidentally texted Brian Daboll on his win over the Steelers today, thinking he was texting Brian Flores. Wow. Johnny says he fully expects this to be Brady's last season, as do I. As do I. In fact, I know Brady doesn't want it and doesn't like it, but I think the fans should know this and act appropriately. What I'm saying, I know some of you don't like Brady or whatever, but for a very long time in NFL history, Brady will be at the top. Maybe forever. We may never see that again. We may never see a quarterback play to 45. Unless the rules keep getting softer until finally you can't touch the quarterback, period. Like we used to do when we played backyard football, you had to count till 5 until you could blitz. But anyway, I don't know. We'll see another quarterback win 7 Super Bowls. I don't know that. Look how many he's been to. It's outstanding. All right, guys, we're going to finish this up real quick. Cardinals lose, Seahawks lose, and the 49ers lose. That's coming from Scott, not me. Richard says if Tom Brady really wants to cement himself as a GOAT, I'll stop right there, Richard. He already has. And I don't think that's an arguable thing. Because if it's an arguable thing of Tom Brady being the GOAT, who is the GOAT and how? I'm just saying. But if he wants to cement himself, I think he's cemented in there pretty good. You should go to the Jets next year and bring them a Super Bowl. Oh, man. Oh, Tom Brady has too many asterisks by his name to be the GOAT. Brady missed Gronk. No, he didn't. I'm sorry, he did not. All right, guys, look. I'm running through my picks right here, and then I'm the hell out of here. Here we go. One more time. We're hauling ass through it. Here we go. The Jets at the Browns today. I got the Browns to win that game decidingly. The Dolphins go to the Ravens, and in a close game, the Dolphins win because the Ravens defense will let their team down. Dolphins win at Ravens. The Commanders, strap them up. Commanders at the Lions. D-Town, Detroit Motor City. Your boys are going to get you a win at home today. How are they going to do it? How? They're going to play as a team today. They're going to bring one for the people. That's what they're going to do. The Colts go to the Jaguars today. Matt Ryan plays like the veteran we believe he should play like. Okay? In a team effort, the Colts beat the Jags. The Bucks, even though that Saint defense has their number, the Buccaneers prevailed today. They go 2-0, and they win in New Orleans. The Panthers travel to the Giants. The Giants are going to show you we are who you thought we were in week 1. We got a running game. Our defense is going to show up, and the Giants beat the Panthers in New Jersey. Patriots. Who are the Patriots? The Patriots are going to be in the last place in their division this year. The Patriots, that's who. That's right. The Patriots will now, after today, be 0-2. They lose to the Steelers today. Steelers, you guys are going to get the win today and go 2-0 to start this off. The Falcons are at the Rams, and the Rams show you who won the Super Bowl. They show you today. Rams win. The Seahawks at the 49ers. 49ers with the young Trey Lance at quarterback are going to get the win today. Okay? Now, I'm hoping I see Trey Lance with his arm get the win. The Bengals go to Dallas and wipe their ass with the Cowboys. Bengals win. The Texans go to Denver Mile High, and they don't win. Denver does what they should have done last week. They look like a team ready to win and ready to show you why they paid all that money for a veteran quarterback. If you get a veteran quarterback, you get a veteran quarterback, okay, because your roster is ready to win with a veteran. That's why. It was your missing piece. The Broncos show you that today. They win. The Cardinals go to the Raiders today and lose to the best quarterback statistically in passer rating percentage over the last 6 years. The quarterback who has the most fourth quarter comeback victories in Derek Carr. Yep, that guy. Raiders win at home today. The Bears travel to the Packers. I appreciate your enthusiasm, Chicago. I loved watching you guys have fun and slide in the rain. But today, you're going into Packers, and you're going to lose. But it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. By the way, I would like to see the Bears win. I just didn't pick them. The Titans lose today, and I'm going to tell you what. Not because they're going to be a bad team, but because the Buffalo Bills are going to be that much better. That's why. The Vikings, again, on the road, they beat the Eagles today. Not because of the lack of effort that the Eagles give you, but because of the balanced game the Vikings are going to have today. A balanced offense with a pass and run game and a balanced, productive defense, meaning they are going to get their offense right back on the field. There's my picks. Hope you guys agree or don't agree. All right, guys, listen. I don't want to go back here through every one of these comments here. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your enthusiasm. It's always a blast. Let's go enjoy week 2. I'm going to see you guys very soon. In fact, I will probably see you tomorrow prior to the Monday Night Football game at 7 o'clock so we can rehash all this. My new schedule, I come on Mondays now, okay? Monday, 7 p.m., boom. Enjoy yourself, guys. Peace out. Always a pleasure. And I had a blast today. I had a blast, guys. Peace.